Hey folks, how you doing? Daniel Rashed here. We are gonna look at 146 Rashed. It's a triplex in Charlottetown. One of my listings, and I'm just using this as an example to break down rent and cap rates on this particular investment. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that. It's a wonderful little buy triplex. It's 2-bedroom up, 2 1-bedroom apartments down. They're renting for decent rates. We got renting for $1,246 the 2-bedroom and about $900 for each 1-bedroom. Basement apartments, but they're fantastic. They got the egress. That's a basement apartment. Bathroom, which is fantastic. There's your bedroom. Big egress windows. Plenty to work with. Nice big backyard. Nice green. Luscious. It's good. Looks great. And patio for the side. Off the side of the 2-bedroom. You also got 2 big driveways coming into that place, which is something that some folks don't look at times. And they're the 2 double driveways just paved the other year, all out of expenses. 3 meters. It's a nice little buy. And what we're going to do is bring it over here into DealCheck, which is a application I've been using to break down property criterias and dynamics for like cash flow and cash on cash return. So they provide you if this application, just sort of getting into it, it does, there's a lot of details that you can fill in, lots on a worksheet that you can fill in. And it's just as simple as, adding a rental property. If we're doing 146 Rashed. Unfortunately, in Canada, the Zillow synchronization isn't always working that well. This likely won't find any. Yeah, it just doesn't synchronize that well for some listings. I did find one that's been listed for a month on West Street fairly easily, but for whatever reason, this just doesn't populate as simple. And I've been trying. I tried it earlier today. It didn't really work. Regardless, we'll leave that alone. You can enter in the property details manual, and you can say what kind of property it is. Commercial. This is particular one is a multi-unit. You pump in all the data, the addresses, year it's built, number of units, and you go over and you start adding your purchase price. After purchase price, itemize your rehab costs if you're rehabbing it. Itemize your purchase costs when you're going through with the lawyer. And let me show you, because I did input all that for Rashed over here. So here's Rashed Drive. You got the picture set up. You can upload more pictures. That's not necessary. It would be great if you had the synchronization with Zillow. It would be much simpler to do so. This did, in actual fact, populate off of Google Earth, I'm sure, or whatever system they're using, because I never took that picture. So you pop in the description, you pop in your details, multifamily. You could if it's actually mixed, you could do like other properties, but that's neither here or there at the moment. There's our 2-bedroom upstairs at 1246. There's 2 1-bedrooms below, all inputted here. Great. There's our address, year it's built, off-street parking. Lot size was in acres, so I just did a quick calculation. It's around 45,000 square feet in an acre, so this is about 0.22, which is a quarter. Just off the knot, I can pop that in there. That's the actual MLS number, which doesn't really apply, but would help you as an investor just to find the data that you're looking for. Customize the units. There we go. And we are we have to go back here. And there's our worksheet. So there's our purchase price, $397 after repair. We're amortizing this one. You can do interest only, but that's a different kind of deal. We're saying 15% down. Lots of lenders can do better than that, I am sure. You got the interest rate at 3.74 as last I checked at a 5-year fix, 25-year long-term amortized mortgage. This is our purchase cost. So it's $5,600, and We threw in a home inspection, which is something that's optional. Lawyer fee is about $1,200 on a closing, which is an estimate. And your land transfer tax of $39.70 if it's not your first property. In the province of Charlottetown, PE, if it's your first property, you're not going to have to pay that 1%, which amounts to a fairly hefty cost, because the purchase price on this is $397,000, and that was going to be $39.70 for just a transfer tax. Rehab cost. We're not doing anything with this property as it's turnkey. Rental, we have already seen the apartment. Our vacancies are extremely low at the moment. And other income, if you had coin laundry coming in, you're renting parking, whatever the case may be, your Airbnb I'd likely would put in here, just because it's not your monthly rent. But and it's one of those things that's sort of a random thing. In terms of Airbnb, if it's not proven for a few years, or at least have some kind of track record that's, visually represented, it's hard to factor a lot of that in. You just be cautious. You need to see the numbers. And here we go. Operating expenses is $976 a month, which includes your property tax, insurance, your maintenance about 2%, capital expenditures 1%. It's turnkey. You're not going to need much on a property like this. Boiler is just replaced, fiberglass oil tank, 3 meters. That may fluctuate 1% or a point, but at the moment that's what it is. HOA is sort of the heating acronym for the States. Not too often we see it in Canada, but that's it. So about $216 on oil a month, around $292 for the utilities a month. And that is about it. Landscaping, snow. So snow removal for the 2 driveways included in these folks' rent. Oh, and into those rent is everything. That's why those expenses were high. So we have heat, lights, and internet, all in the utilities of the rent. And that is pretty much it. We can pop this into a summary, and here's our summary. Again, there's a breakdown. You're going to need 85% LTV, 15% down purchase cost. So you're going to need about $65,000 in total. If you're doing 15%, there's likely a better plan out there, 5% down. But regardless, that's the breakdown as it rolls out. After repair cost is there. This is really, really functional app. And I'm not just pushing this just because there is an affiliate link if you were to sign up, but that's not why I am pushing this. Just because if I had this tool when I first started out, when I started buying properties, it would have been fantastic. Otherwise, I was using a lot of different sort of calculations, a lot of spreadsheets, and just know where to really manage the data. And it's all here. It's all here. You could quickly jump back into different properties. There's your investment return year 1. It breaks down your cap rates, return on investment, return on equity, internal rate of return, rental value. It breaks it all down. Your 50% rule passes, which is fantastic, and your cash flow. You can have your own criterias here, your own criterias. And there's more when you unlock the Pro, which is not that bad. Honestly, there's a bunch of metrics here that they could use to evaluate your property. And you could put your own in. We don't need to get that going. Okay. There we go. Projections. Here's your projected in the years to come. That's what you want to see. You want to see that spread between income and expenses. You're getting your return per unit. That's fantastic to see, especially if you're dealing with bigger multi-units. Your cash flow per unit a year is about $3,800. Post-tax, $29,000. So as long as you're in the positive, that's the goal here. As long as you're in the positive, you're paying down your your equity on your mortgages, and you have that green light. As long as your cash flow is positive, that's what you're aiming for. 6% cap and up, what you're looking for. Your return on investment will bounce back in the years to come. Well, let's see if there's a timeline here. So if I went into projections and I went to pi, hold on here. Is there a timeline? Bear with me. Yeah, it looks like that's what it... here we go, the reporting tool. View report. Here we go. There you go. So this is your report. It populates from your data, which is awesome. Realtors, you're using this app. It was fantastic, too. Plenty to show potential client how it breaks down, where your numbers are. I'm going to probably take screenshots of this and just post it up on this particular property. Here we go. This is what I wanted to see. So here's your buy and hold over the years. And where are our metrics? See our return on investment, obviously, with that big down payment year one, minus 9.3, and then we just start going 28%, almost triples, doubles over time in terms of percentages. Fantastic to see. That's it, folks. This is DealCheck. Great property there for 146 Rashed, doing some great cap rates at asking price, no less. Usually when you're going in on a property, you're negotiating, but no less than asking. You're doing 6.2%. Fantastic. If you had any questions, let me know. I'll be popping out videos like this often, and we will talk to you folks soon. Thank you.